Hello everyone, FunshineX here. Welcome back to my playthrough of RWTema's Ultimate Alchemy Exam mod pack. I'm having a lot of fun with this pack. I hope you guys are enjoying watching it. In between episodes, I went and put some more roof on a lot of my building. Added some more lights just everywhere. There's glowstone everywhere, and it's still dark inside. I don't know what to do. I need to put some glass on the roofs or something. And then I did a little bit of kind of just cleanup work. I added a bunch of these detectors. The way these work is you specify an item or a liquid, and you say how much of it, and then you say less than or greater than or equal to. So I said if there's ever less than 2,000 sand in my system, start outputting a redstone signal. And then I told this crafter to say only work when your redstone signal is high. So that, yeah, probably need speed upgrades in here to be able to pull it out as fast as it's working now, because I have 4 speed upgrades here. Maybe if I take 2 of these and put them here. The only thing to do is remember to have a cable connected to the detector. It won't work. I was like, why is this not working? It's because it doesn't have a cable on it. So I might switch this up for something else, or put the cable underneath so it doesn't look so ugly. But this way I'm not constantly throwing in stuff into this barrel that I have a void upgrade on anyway. So yeah, so these I have more than 2,000 glass and obsidian, so these are off, and these furnaces are just sitting there off. I want to go look and see if I have any more things that need a redstone signal, or need a cable here, like these two. There we go. Those are now working. That guy's connected. Cool. Let's see. Over here, I hooked up feathers, and the problem is it ate all of my wheat. This 2 wheat is the only wheat I have left. That's crazy. But we do have 2,000 feathers in there. This one does not have a void upgrade. I haven't done that setup yet on it, so I'll need to put a detector on there when I do. For now, it's just going to kind of back stuff in here. 64 feathers in there, 2 sacks of feathers in there, and it'll probably grab a stack of feathers in here as well once the wheat comes in. So yeah, that's pretty good. Check just real quick on some of the other crafting things. If anything needs a cable, real quick. Oh, let me in. It's brighter in here. I've got a lot more light in here. That's good. Did I show this? Yeah, I showed this whole thing working, right? I believe so. We're still not completely set up because right now it's just for some reason this conduit does not actually export onto this. I need something else instead. Right now they just sit here. It's probably because I need 3 of them. Maybe because it takes 3 to craft the recipe. That might be why. It's just sitting there with 2. As soon as we make 3, it'll craft it. And then the problem is there. I've got nothing catching it, so I should probably just turn this thing off. Never active. Oh, no. Just don't insert. Okay. They'll sit in the furnace for now. This thing's making my stuff that I need for diamonds. Yep, so we'll have that set. I know I said I was going to do that this episode. I'm going to wait just one more. And we've got 1 billion emeralds. Look how many emeralds we have now. 943. It's flowing so quick. I put a drawer in the middle of this because this thing was just filling up with like stacks and stacks of gold. Even when I had the cobble there, it needs to have 3 input slots or it won't work. And so the gold was just filling all 3 slots. But by having this there, then it just pulls from the drawer. Okay, so let's get into this episode. What I want to do today, one of the ingredients we need for clay is wither skeleton skulls, which I've got. It's going to be stored right here. And I've also might as well store skeleton skulls and zombie heads as well. Yeah, these are not zombie skulls. These are zombie heads. And they're all actually pretty easy to do if I had wheat. Because if you'll see... where's our crafting recipes? Yeah. The wither skeleton skull is made by pouring industrial grade evil on top of a skeleton skull. So that's pretty easy. How do we get the industrial grade evil? We magma crucible drops of evil, which is just pulverized TNT. It's a very small chance. Nice thing about this is the TNT, you get back the gunpowder that you used to craft it. So really all you're doing is turning sand into drops of evil and energy, whatever. So we can just run this in a big cycle, just auto crafting TNT and getting drops of evil. We'll put in some upgrades into our pulverizer to get a better output, And that'll make that. And then the skulls themselves are just crafting, so it's a chisel with a bone block. Bone block is 9 bone meal. Bone meal we know is compost and peat. Cool. Now for some reason, when I go and request a skull now, it's telling me I need wheat. Is that because I need compost? What's the recipe for compost that I've got? Yeah, compost is wheat on dirt. I don't have any saplings, or, well, I might have some saplings. Don't have ash. Let's go look and see how many extra saplings we have here. They would be sitting right here. Oh, we got tons. I need to get an external storage on that guy. Maybe we should just do that rather than pulling them all out. Make one of those guys. I should make a lot of quartz enriched iron. Is there a way to like craft it when there's something on it without pulling it out? Anybody know? Okay, so an external storage, and we've got some cables. That way I can get access to these saplings that are just sitting here doing nothing. Let's see, where do we have cable that we can access? Guess we can bring it. This is such a snake pit. Oh man. Let's bring this. Oh, I don't know. Oops. There we go. We can now see that. I don't know if I have one on this dirt as well. Isn't dirt in a... Yeah, I think I have dirt over here, right? Yeah, okay, I have a max dirt. So we can see our saplings now. So if we alter our recipe for compost, I should be able to get that. So what's in here? I did add a few more crafters. You see there's more slots here. Here's our compost pattern. Should be able to put it back in here. We might need to actually just clear it by shift right clicking on it. Okay. And then we'll use this recipe. No? Crashed it. Crashed the game. Okay guys, game crashed when I tried to create that recipe. I'm not sure why. Let's try it again. It worked this time. Okay, so now we've got our compost recipe using saplings, which we have tons of, instead of the wheat, which we have nothing of. So, perfect. Let's see. So now that we have plenty of compost, we should be able to request a skull. And there she goes. She crafted up. Awesome. And now I've got an exporter. I'm going to get a crafting upgrade. Crafting upgrade, there you are. Probably need one of these first. Always out of this stuff. There, now I have a stack of them. Have fun. Enjoy your stack. And we should now completely have skeleton. Oh, I'm wearing it apparently. It's Halloween. Skeleton skulls completely automated by doing this. And that was the middle one, I believe. And I think we can just do something like that. Oh, is that going to be... I think we're going to have the same problem that we had before. Where it's just going to try and use the one, what's in the system. Ah, it's the same. Yeah, I keep running the problems where I'm like, I want to force you to craft this. Okay, so we might have to do something a little bit different. Let's get a crafter, because that will force a craft, right? And The last part of that skull recipe was bone blocks and a chisel. So give me one of these and give me a chisel. And then, have we taught it how to craft chisels? If not, now it knows. Okay. So now it's craft bone blocks chisels. So now we'll get a transfer node here. Let's get the real kind. Do I have any of the real kind? Do now. And some pipes. Okay. This will work. This will be a solution for the stupid issue where refined storage doesn't craft things if you already have them. Applied energistics, you can say always craft or only craft if you don't have, all that kind of stuff. So it'd be nice. We might move to that at some point. Exporter. This exporter will export. Oh, maybe I want. Yeah, I don't want an exporter. Oh, I keep changing my mind. We want an interface, so then we just say keep 1 chisel and 64 bone blocks on hand. That'll be much easier. Missing 2 basic processors. Why do you not know how to craft basic processors? Basic processors are a smelting operation, so we'll switch that to processing. Do that. Do we know how to craft basic processors? Yeah, we do that. Okay. So it's mainly, oops, this thing that needs to go in. This is the furnace. This is the furnace. Here. That thing's showing cactus in there all the time. That might be a problem. But now we should be able to get our what's it called? Interface. Look at all the processing. So much fun. I want the RIT one. I do love that these mechanical crafters work by pulling in from inventories near them. It makes them so much more useful. Alright, so you go there. You are going to keep a chisel and a bone block. We'll give you, what, like 32 bone blocks. And if you don't have them, make them. Sweet. Now let's take the chisel out. Go back in and say a chisel plus a bone block. Now it's crafting. Cool. And then now, what I do is export them in here. Give me 1. Oh, no, it's already exporting them. Cool. So that'll, that has a limit. Oops. There's a stack limit 32. That's interesting. So maybe that'll stop at 32. But that'll make them as long as we have bone meal, which should be no problem. We might need to add some more peat to the system. So now let's go ahead and get some zombies. So zombies, zombie heads, are skeleton skulls and rotten flesh. So if we do the same pretty much system here and just say also store skeleton skulls and zombie flesh, or rotten flesh, should be good. It'd be nice if we just say just export it, but we can't. Oops, crafter. Nope, it is allowing a full stack in there. No, it's allowing more than a full stack. I don't know why it got 65, but now it's got 68. Oh, I probably got 1 in the system too, besides the 60. Yeah, there's probably 64 in the system. And flesh. I only need 1 to tell it. And then another transfer node. Just grab all those, we might need them. Cool. Again, keep a bunch of these. And let's just keep like 2 of these. Crafter. Bam. 1, 2, 3, 4, and head. There she goes. Zombie heads. Now if we tell it you're allowed to keep zombie heads in there, we should get them all. And you're full. We're close to it. Cool. Well, let's do the last one then. So it's going to be a little bit different. I'm going to get a dedicated pulverizer for this rather than using the one in the room there. Just because this will be crafting like constantly. Just need one of those. I think I used a bunch of these for upgrades. So let's make a stack. Alright, the pulverizer is going to need some kits. We are out of our higher level kit here. Okay. And then it's going to need some augments. Not those kind. These guys. From now on, if I have something, if I don't have something, I'm just going to craft a stack if I can. Okay, so that's our upgrades for our pulverizer. We're going to need to tell it how to craft dynamite, right? Or TNT. Why did I say dynamite? Which we don't have yet. So I could go inside. Alright. Well, we should have more patterns in here. I told it to craft some. So the only thing that seems to be going crazy right now is these guys right here. I don't know why. But we got more patterns. I want to tell you a processing thing for TNT is that. How much gunpowder do we have? We have 4. And I believe the recipe for gunpowder was alchemy. So it's flint. Let's go change a bunch of this into gunpowder just so we have more on hand. Running out of mana here. But there was enough for that stack at least. Okay, so put those back in there. I'll keep the TNT. Oh no, I need the TNT pattern in here somewhere. Apparently it can't shoot chests either. Okay, so TNT, craft me 1 please. Go. I guess you get 2. When you want 1, you get 2. Alright, we're going to export that into our pulverizer. That's fine. And then that will then... We need to take this pulverizer back, which we get from an importer. Okay, that will get our gunpowder back to make more TNT, and that'll just cycle over and over again. We got the upgrades. Okay, so now we're going to get a magma crucible. To take those drops and put them into the liquid, and then we need a transposer. Oh, we went through all our machine frames. Wow. Now we got a bunch more. And that will pour out onto there. Probably need 1 more exporter then. And get a skull. Why don't I have any? They shouldn't. How many did I turn into zombie skulls? I just like storing stacks and stacks somewhere. Oh, I'm out of bone meal. Okay, it stopped being able to make bone meal. It did fill this guy up and that guy up. And if I don't put cobble here, it's going to fill this up as well. Okay. So let's go find out why it cannot make bone meal. Missing peat. So we used it all. Bummer. Okay, well, I'm going to do that in between. Let's get this whole thing set up to go, though. So exporting skeleton skulls into there, pouring the fluid on them, and then we just need a way to extract them, which we've got. Okay. I think this is going to work. Oh, we might need some power over there to make these machines work, so let's get a plug. Not a plug, a point. And just a little bit of flux just in case. And maybe some conduits too for fun. I always grab extra stuff. Especially when you don't build grids all over your base like I should be doing. Okay, so the final thing here is the fluid transposer. That will have an import from behind. Yep. This is behind. Yep. And that is going to be an item. Okay. And then it's going to output up. And then it's got also an input to the right. Okay. That input from the right comes from this guy. Just going to output to the left, input from the right, here, output to the left, just the bottom one, that one, output to the top, that stuff, input from the left. Okay. So importer back to the system, transfer node here, there, export there. Okay. Oh, I need crafting cards, that's what I forget. But you're going to export TNT into here. This will go back into the importer, which will put back in the system to craft more TNT. Perfect. Then it'll come here. We need to upgrade this guy. Give him 2 auxiliary sieves. That'll make this more common. The yellow stuff will go to the left into here, get melted. That'll go here. It'll be joined by skeleton skulls. Do I have any? Don't. Not right now. I'll have to tell it later. Do that. But let's go ahead and power these puppies up. We could put power to the bottom probably. Let's, I think I'm putting the plug here. Point, whatever. Actually, it's probably the magma crucible that takes the most power. That's okay. This'll work. Okay, you pulverize those TNT really quick. Why is it not crafting them again? Oh, because I haven't put a crafting upgrade there. Okay. Why don't I just teach it to make a crafter? Not sure if I have a base upgrade or not. speed upgrade, but I do have the base upgrade, so this can go away. Keep grabbing stuff, invisible stuff. Alright, so now I should be able to just say, give me a crafting upgrade. Cool. That crafts the TNT. I'll need another one actually for the skulls, just in case there aren't any. Well, there always should be skulls. Yeah, okay. We won't worry about that. I didn't make this whole room. I wasn't sure how big it needed to be. Alright, so this is definitely crafting upgrade. Now this should just cycle infinitely. Yep. Okay, so it's making a bunch. As soon as it gets out, it'll use whatever it got back. And we have, what, like a 3% chance at a drop of evil or less? I need to speed this guy up. Didn't I just... Yeah. Wow, he's going real slow. No drops of evil yet. After making like 50. Could put a speed upgrade in this importer as well to get this back in the system faster. But it's only happening because I'm using the wand, so normally it's not going to be bad. Alright, that should give us drop of evil. Just a really low chance. And we need 4 of them for each bucket. But that is automated as soon as we get some skeleton skulls again. So, we're not done yet, so let me go and just pause here and get a ton more peat. I've already showed how to do that, and it's kind of just a tedious process. So give me just a minute, guys, to get some more peat. Hey, guys, I'm back, and I thought rather than just making a bunch of peat and always having to keep making it, why don't we automate it? Let's try that. So one thing I thought I could do is grab a constructor and put that down somewhere. I've got tons of space here. So let's put it right here. So we're going to have a constructor. That's the wrong way. Let's just put a fake block down. Whatever. This guy. So constructor there. And we want to tell this constructor what to put here out of our system. And so we're going to tell it to put bog earth down. Okay. That's bog earth there. Let's just get a few. I might need some blocks to keep this water in from going all over the place. That should be okay. All right. So we're gonna say you put down a bog earth. Go. All right. Perfect. That's what it wanted to do. Now let's have those 2 there. And put, have those 3 there, I guess. Put water here. Now that will slowly, in time, change this to the other kind, which is the dark kind, maturity, 100%. And we can then say destruct it right there. Oh no, water everywhere. Okay, that's a problem. I believe the water will work on a diagonal instead. So let's do that. Oh, and then we got a problem with whitelist here. Hold on. Okay, so what if we put water here? That way it's not going to flow out, and this will still process? Yes. Okay. So the destructor, we need to say whitelist, no, blacklist it. I'm hoping it's different enough. As soon as this changes, maybe? items instead of breaking. I think this is a different NBT. That's a bummer. Because it's technically the same item with just a little bit of meta, it's not knowing the difference. And I don't know if I can Silk Touch this to get it back up. I mean, we have Silk Touch. No, it doesn't do anything. How can I tell it only break when you see this different item here? And that one's easy. Destructor. Type items, blacklist, bog earth. Okay, this does have the ability to pick up the item, so if we can find another block breaker that would know what to do, that might work. Not thinking of anything right now. I'm sure there's some kind of detector that can detect that it's changed. We need like a vanilla bud switch or something. I don't know. But we do have a little bit more peat here now. Get rid of some of this. Oh, I was going to put an account user there. Can put it... Okay, it's going to make a mess. Okay, so that will automate that for us. Switching it. Okay guys, I thought this was going to be easy, but I had to go search Reddit and watch a few videos to see if there's any other way, and there's this block called the scanner, which is pretty easy to build, except you need a spider eye. And the only way to do spider eye is Thaumcraft. I didn't show that on Krama, but it's actually pretty easy. A census is made using yellow dye, Perdicio using sand, and Vinculum using a wooden door. So very simple ingredients. Throw them in your crucible with a spider eye, or with the eye of ender, and you get spider eyes. So I went and did that real quick. I'll show more Thaumcraft recipes in another video, but I just wanted to get the spider eye done so that I had this block. So we're gonna go ahead and put this guy here and rotate him there. Now I should be able to say set to current block, which is the maturity 100% block. Maturity whatever. So I guess that's 3. Yeah. Which properties allowed? Just this one. Don't know. Specifies the current value. So 2, 1, and 0 are not allowed. Sounds good. So now this guy should export a redstone signal when it's at maturity 3. It's not. Maybe it's opposite. Let's try breaking this. All right, so it's redstone, and it turns off. So we're going to say you only work without redstone signal. And now I can go ahead and remove this guy, and he should break it. Maybe. Oh, this one. Okay, I'm gonna break him. Start over on that guy. Destructo, go. Okay, only work without redstone signal. Nice! Oh yeah! So as soon as this redstone signal goes off, he breaks it. And it's just gonna keep pumping in bog earth. Now I can also put a crafting upgrade here, so it'll always craft it for me. And I might go ahead and put like a detector and say after we have a certain amount of peat in the system, go ahead and turn this guy off. I'll do that off camera. But now we should be getting unlimited peat. As long as we have dirt and sand and water. I also did a crazy thing. I made an automatic recipe for bog earth here. And if we look at it, where is she? It uses dirt, sand, and a bucket of water. Now, how do you do that? It's not very intuitive, but you must have a processing recipe. It's the only way to do craft with liquids. So you switch that there, and then you put the items you want in. So 4 dirt, 4 sand, and then I also need to say I need to produce 1 bucket of water. Well, where do they put it? Well, you click this little button here, and you click with a bucket of water in here. So now it'll know, if we look at this recipe again, I need 4 sand, 4 dirt, and a bucket of water. And then you have to find some machine that is then able to craft with fluids. Thermal engineering, thermal expansion has this sequential fabricator that has an upgrade augmentation called fluidic fabrication. So I put that in there, put the recipe in, and now whenever I request bog earth, it'll put 4 sand, 4 dirt, and a bucket of water in there and craft 6 bog earth. So all good, pretty nice, and making my bog earth for me. I could have done other things to like fill the tin can with water, but this was easy. And let's see how our bone meal is coming. Don't have any. What about our peat? So we go in there, and then it'll probably craft it all into bone meal. Maybe. What are we missing now? Probably the compost. No. Okay, it made some bone meal. Let's go look at our skeleton skull. Maybe it's all done. Making zombie skulls. Yes, you are now completely full, so it's back stuffed there. And there, and that's 61 there, so now it's going to start putting them there. Perfect, okay. Nice. What is it doing with these bone blocks? Making more skulls to put in here. Okay, it's going to back stuff in there. I'm going to do the same thing that we did for the zombie skulls. So that I don't craft a billion of them. Probably waiting for more peat. I don't know. Okay. We do have skeleton skulls now. I'm going to take that one and tell him you need to put skeleton skulls in here. There they go. Oh, and we've made a couple drops of evil. Finally. Not very many. We only made like enough for 2. There's a good in there, but we do have wither skulls, guys. It took us a long time, like what, 45 minutes? But we have the wither skulls. Oh, I need to lock these. Boom, bam. No. Oh, why is it? It is locked. There's just something weird going on. All right, there's wither skeleton skulls, which also needs to go in here. Yes. What are we left? We only have 2 things left, right? Diamonds and podzol. Nice. What am I going in here? Yeah. All right, are you getting your bone blocks again? Yes, you are. Oh, shoot. I need a filter on that. That's fine. If it backstuffs enough, then it won't matter, but 64 skeletons in there. I was also looking, and apparently there's a better recipe to get drops of evil. That's a higher percentage. So pulverizer is 1%, crusher is 1%, that is 0%, and this is guaranteed. Apparently. Let's go get a crusher from extra utilities and see if it's any better. Because if it's 100%, it's probably a bug, but be nice, so we don't have to do this so often. The only problem is I don't think we get auto output and stuff. Oh no! Our TNT went off down into the void. How do I control input and output on this thing? It's probably maybe input from the top. Oh, we lost all of our output stuff, maybe? I don't know. Go get some TNT. Oh man, we lost all of our gunpowder. I think it just dropped in the void or it just got deleted by a bug here. Sweet. So maybe it would have worked, maybe it just didn't have the recipe for it, but go there, export, TNT, craft it. Okay, that's working. It does need speed upgrades to make it run faster, but let's see if it's guaranteed drop. It appears to be. Alright, now Magma Crucible, can I say auto input? Will it be smart enough to know which things can go in here? And not take the... Yeah, looks like it is smart enough. And then if I take some of this, importer, whitelist, gunpowder. And I'll suck that in, and that's going over there. Oh, beautimous, guys. We will have a lot of wither skeleton skulls in no time. Sweet. I think that looks better like this. Okay, well, use the crusher if you want a lot more drops. Get the 100% drop rate. Guys, we're going to end it there. Sorry for the long episode. If you liked it, hit that like button and want to subscribe to see more, and hit that notification bell. And I'll see you guys next episode. Catch you later. Bye.